What's up, everybody? Welcome back to Watch Darius TV. I'm back with another review. This one is of Gen V Season 1, Episode 2, First Day. If you like this video, like, comment, subscribe for all things the TV show Gen V. I've been doing a review of every episode of the season. So if you're into that, like, comment, and subscribe, and share this video for all things Gen V. So let's begin with this review. So this episode starts off a little bit after the ending of the first episode, where Marie, she's seeing Golden Boy's remains after he flew in the air and pretty much uh, basically exploded everywhere. And his remains are being cleaned up after he, you know, combust, whatever. You just completely exploded like a water balloon and just exploded everywhere. So basically, people are cleaning him up, his remains, and there's that. Ashley is mad about Golden Boy's death because basically his death ended up costing her a lot of money and merchandise. So that's the only thing she cares about is the money aspect of his death. Not that he died, but just because it cost her some money for the company. She just focused on trying to do some type of damage control, basically the same stuff she was doing in the Boys show, making sure everything sort of has a story behind it as to what happened to him, saying that he died of some type of drug overdose, mental breakdown type of thing. She has to make sure that the Woods is not involved with anything that's happened with him, which and we already know that is. This is, I guess, the Woods is like some type of thing that's going on where they're like kidnapping kids on campus to experiment on them. I'm guessing because of their powers. I'm assuming that's what they're going for. So she has to make sure that this is not involved with his death, which it is, but she has to make sure that it is not known thing, so it can basically mess around and probably bring down Vault or whatever the Woods is connected with. Marie feels responsible for Golden Boy's death. She started to feel remorse about it. And but she has gotten some popularity since his death, and she's a part of this whole top 10 thing going on campus. I guess the most popular members of the school. I'm assuming that with this TV show, with the school that Gen V takes place at, everything is ran by some type of popularity contest to see who's going to be the most popular student that could be able to be a part of the Seven or some type of big superhero team. This is kind of strange because you would think that this school be more focused on trying to educate these students instead of them fighting over some type of big popularity contest. But yeah, okay. So it shows you how much even the world of the Boys with the Seven, everything is about the Seven. The Seven runs everything. They're just what everybody wants to be, these big celebrities. So these young teenagers are trying to basically become a part of them, a part of the Seven. Everything is all about popularity and fame in the world of the Boys, basically becoming the next big superhero. Jordan seems conflicted over Brink's death. She doesn't like where she's ranked at. Neither does Andre. They feel that I guess they're lower ranked and they don't like it. Because I guess Jordan feel like, hey, I'm the one that actually fought Golden Boy, and Andre doesn't seem to be too happy about where he's ranked either. By the way, I was doing a little research, and the girl that plays Jordan, the shape shifting hero, I'm not sure what the power is. Does she just shapeshift into a guy and back into a girl? Because that's a pretty odd power. I would think it would be much more cooler to just completely shapeshift into anyone. I'm not really sure just yet, but the actress that plays her name is London Thor, so that's a pretty interesting name. Her last name is Thor. That was interesting, interesting last name. And the guy that played Golden Boy is actually the son of Arnold Schwarzenegger, which I did not know that. Just a side note, when I throw that out there, I had no idea. I didn't even know Arnold Schwarzenegger even had any kids. But definitely this kid does seem like he is a bit more of a stronger actor than Arnold. I'll give him that. So he seems like he has a good future ahead of him in acting. And it definitely being the son of Arnold Schwarzenegger definitely is a good thing too, in Hollywood. So yeah, good, props to him and his, career in acting or wherever he chooses to go. But anyway, let's get back to review. So Marie has gotten fame, like I said, after fighting Golden Boy. She's been gotten a lot of popularity over this whole thing and going on this tragedy. Also, the actor Sean Patrick Thomas, he was in Save the Last Dance. I've seen him in the movie Barbershop. I've seen him in a couple different things. I haven't seen him in a while, but he's playing, I'm guessing, an ex-superhero named Polarity. I think that's how you pronounce it. And he's the father of Andre, and he seems to be completely uninterested. Andre seems to be completely uninterested in being a superhero, it seems like. He just doesn't feel like this is what he's into, but his father is pushing him into it. It's kind of similar to like, when you see those sports movies where like a father wants to push their son into becoming a basketball player, a football player, and the son is just not really all that invested in it, type of thing going on. So there's that. Maria and Andre, they have a photo shoot and interview after Golden Boy's death, sort of prop them up to make them seem like they're heroes or something like that. Maria lets Andre know that she basically doesn't want to have anything to do with Luke and Brink's deaths, after she almost pretty much got expelled by Brinks, over the whole thing of saving a woman who almost died because of Luke. So she just basically doesn't want to get involved in any of this drama. She almost got expelled, so she doesn't really care about all the fame and popularity, and doesn't want to get too involved with Luke's death after all the insanity that happened with that. So we see another character from The Boys popping up again, Adam from he came, and he's the one that directed the Dawn of the Seven from, I think, season 2 of The Boys. And basically we see that he got Me Too'd, so now he's basically directing, doing acting classes for kids in this college school now. So that's where he's at. So I'm assuming we're going to be seeing him more on this show, because now he's basically working with teenagers now instead of being a big famous director now. So there's that. Liam and Emma don't seem to become a couple. I thought they were going to maybe hook up together after that weird whatever that scene that they were having in their dorm room when she turned into like a small action figure and did her thing with him. I don't really even care to engage into whatever that awkward scene was. This is the Boys, so there's going to be all kind of weird superhero sexual scenes. So I thought they were going to possibly become a couple, but he decides to kick her to the curb and just basically wanted to just, mess around with her until he found somebody better. But Emma ends up meeting a new friend in her acting class, this girl named Justine. And we see how this relationship is going to go. It seemed like maybe a possible good friendship might be coming along. We'll get into that. Jordan is mad at Marie because basically Marie is getting credit for the whole thing going on with Golden Boy. And she's mad because she figured that, hey, I'm the one that stopped him. You did not. And you're getting all the popularity for it. And Jordan feels like, hey, I deserve to get the popularity for it. And if I don't, I'm going to become a nobody. And Maria doesn't even want the popularity for it. She doesn't want any of the things that comes with becoming a popular hero on campus. Even though she's getting it, even though she technically didn't really do a whole lot to stop Golden Boy. But, there's that. Andre and Kate, they want to look more into Golden Boy's death, so they spend the rest of the episode trying to figure out more about it and see what's going on. The school is, like I said, the school is run on some type of popularity contest, so Maria's been spending the whole episode just getting selfies from different people and stuff like that, treating her like a celebrity, even though she really could care less about it. Emma tells Justine basically how her powers operate and how she basically has to, do a little bit of, finger down the throat and purging herself in order to basically get small. I've never seen a power like that. Every superhero I've ever seen, from Ant-Man to I think Captain Atom, anybody's ever had that power to be able to shrink down. I never really thought that, wow, they actually have to get rid of all the contents from out of their body in order to shrink down. That's a very dark version of that power. Like I said, I like the way how the Boys go against tropes, really showing a different version of superheroes. I never would have thought a superhero would have to do something like that in order to alter themselves, but it's pretty dark. It also goes along with, the theme of bulimia and stuff like that. Certain girls have to go through to have a certain physical image that they're trying to portray. So, yes, that's pretty dark side of a superpower to have. Maria tells this other character, Indiria, I don't know how to pronounce her name. I'm just going to say India because I really cannot pronounce it. So Maria tells India that she wants to make money to basically find her adoptive sister so they can be family again. That's the only reason why she's at the school, and to begin with is just to basically get her sister back. So she tells her that, and India goes to the woods and sees that Sam, which is the brother of Golden Boy, he's being completely experimented on in some type of lab, and I believe that he's the one that got kidnapped back in episode 1 when Andre and Maria, were trying to stop some kid in the street that had superhuman strength. So I believe that's the same kid. So he's just basically being experimented on. I guess that's what the woods is, some type of thing going on campus where they're kidnapping students or something like that, or just young people with powers and just experimenting on them or something. So I'm assuming that's what this stuff is. Emma sees the other students and knows about how Emma sees the other students, and basically Emma, after having to talk with this Justine girl she just started becoming friends with, she goes around campus and they all end up finding out how her power works. And clearly she finds out that they got that all from Justine. She's completely devastated by it, that everybody knows her secret as to how her powers are working and stuff like that. So Justine seems to, I guess, like to expose people on campus who have powers, and in a way to, I guess, sort of help girls out by like exposing them for how their powers are. Like she has a scene where some girl has a tail, and she's like videotaping her. I guess it's her way of sort of. She claims that she's trying to help girls in a way. I'm not sure what her thing is by exposing them or something like that. If anybody can explain that fully a lot better, please comment below, because I'm guessing she's trying to expose girls for how their powers work in order to help young girls out type of thing. I'm not sure how that's supposed to work, but that's what she's going on by exposing people, exposing women on how they use their powers or whatever. Andre finds video of Luke talking about Brink, talking about his brother Sam in the woods. So Andre is basically snooping out, finding more information about Brinks and what's going on, and he's just basically trying to find anything he can about Luke's death and figure out what's going on with him. So there's that. Marie has to lie and tell the script about her and Andre saving the students, and she basically spent an episode trying so hard to go and tell the truth as to what really happened. Andre's dad is hoping to get his son into the 7 and get him to do this interview, but he's too busy trying to look into more of Luke's death and see what's happening with, him, offing himself. Andre does some investigating, and he almost gets caught. He's going to a computer trying to find more information about what happened to Luke, and he almost ends up getting caught, but he's able to avoid campus security or whoever these guys are from him becoming another person kidnapped and going to the woods. Before the interview, Maria finds out Haley knows about her sister, and her sister is basically just disowned her. So this completely changes Maria's whole thought process as to her whole method as to why she's in the school to get in contact with her sister and make some money so they can become a family again. Now when she finds that her own sister has disowned her, it completely changes her whole perspective of everything. And Maria decides to just completely take credit for stopping Golden Boy. And this completely devastates Jordan because she feels that, hey, I was the one that basically risked my life to stop him. So she decides to take full credit of it and decides to do her own thing. So that's what Maria decides to do. Maria comes back to her dorm room and sees a photo of her family, and she just cries. And Maria confronts India about her sister and says she didn't know about it, and just hugs Maria. And, they have a tender moment. So I'm guessing they're going to start to become closer, even though India is definitely not somebody that should be trusted. She's definitely a part of this whole Woods thing going on, kidnapping these kids with these powers and experimenting on them. So, and Andre sees campus security basically just straight up shoot a guy. And he ends up getting caught, but he's saved by Kate, who mind controls the guards into doing some weird sexual thing again with a flashlight that I don't feel like repeating. But it's so powerful for her to use her powers of mind control. They should have messed around having a seizure over it. And Andre has to help her out, and that's how the episode ends. So this is a good episode. I thought it was really dope, well written. Can't wait to see what happens in the next episode. I don't really have too many theories as to what's going on, because there's so much that happened in this episode. I didn't really think that Maria's sister would completely disown her. She would go into a foster home and go to a different family, but that's crazy. Now she literally has no family at all. But I guess I can understand, if your older sibling accidentally killed your parents. I can see how stressful that could be. So now she's going to have a real target on her back now, with Jordan not being happy about that. So taking credit for stopping Golden Boy. But there's that. She's no longer going to be up for getting expelled anymore. So there's that. And this episode was pretty good. I don't have any real predictions about what's going on. So yeah, this is a really good episode. I really like to say I like this show so far. It's been going pretty good. I still miss the boys, but this was a pretty good episode. I think this show is going to be really good, and yeah, I liked it. So if you like this video, like, comment, and subscribe. Share the video for all things Gen V. This is a good episode. I can't wait to see what's going on with the Woods. I'm assuming this is just some type of facility where they're experimenting on kids with powers, I guess. So there's that, and yeah, this was pretty good. So if you like my video, like, comment, subscribe, share the video for all things Gen V, and thank you for watching my video, guys.